Hey y'all, it's Lonnie Flowers. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And if you don't have a plan for your life, then you'll accept anything. Although things don't always go according to plan, chance does favor the prepared mind. Prior to getting baptized, I was of the firm belief that I could have anything that I wanted in life if I worked hard enough to get it. At some point, I realized that just because you can doesn't always mean that you should. And after being baptized, I decided to fully surrender my will to God. You might be thinking, well, that sounds good, but unfortunately, there was a fault in my system because when it came time to making certain decisions, even trivial ones, I just couldn't. I would get stuck, filled with anxiety, worried that if I made the wrong move that my life would just immediately start to fall apart. Thankfully, I learned that God gave us free will. And as long as we seek God and ask Him to order our steps, that whether we go to the left or to the right, that God will be with us. So where do you start? You know you want better for yourself. You know that God wants to do great things in your life, but where do you start? You make a plan. I've been making to-do lists for as long as I can remember. Yeah, since I was a little kid. And from time to time, I talk to people who I think would benefit from buying a planner. And the most common excuse that I hear is that I don't need to write it down because I have it in my head. Now, if that's you, I just want you to know that you're lying to yourself and you're wrong. And I'm sure you have a great memory, okay? All I'm saying is work smarter, not harder, right? And by smart, I mean set goals for yourself that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. As far as I'm concerned, the only way to do that is to write them down. Okay, so you made your vision board. You know you want to be married at 25, 3 kids by 30, and rich and retired by 35. Cool. How are you going to get there? Now, granted, that's none of my business. But I'll tell you one thing. You're not going anywhere without some time management skills. Being a planner is a way of life. People who are opposed to the lifestyle often think that in order to be a planner, that you have to be rigid and boring. The truth is, and most seasoned planners know, that more times than not, plans change, which is why it's important to remain flexible. Sometimes it's because we overestimate our abilities and what we can actually get done in a day. Sometimes something unexpected happens and it derails us. And sometimes I just don't feel like it. Now imagine I plan my little heart out. I start to see some of the fruits of my labor and then boom, God flips the script on me. We make plans and God laughs after all, so what was even the point? I know sometimes we feel like we're doing everything right and still our dreams get crushed. Whether or not you believe in God, maturing is realizing that we don't always get what we want. But that shouldn't stop you from making a plan. May your plans be in alignment with God's will for your life, and may you find favor in the fulfillment of those plans. God bless you.